I really believe I received the call. It was not a choice I made. It was an inner choice. And there was no way around. I had to come.
Felt very strongly inside, even before I've been here, I'll go and I'll live there, I'll go and live there. And I was already in Belgium, like in a search, like, you know, this process of cleaning and want to go deeper and deeper. And I wanted more time to meditate and to be within myself. And I thought, oh, do I really have to go to the other side of the world? No, because it was like not a conscious decision or a rational decision. I just felt so badly if I would not go that things would close in my life, and if I would go, things would open up more.
Why I am in Auroville, I don't know, really. I've been invited by something superior to my own will, if you want. So I didn't know Auroville at all. I didn't know. I knew about Aurobindo, Mother, vaguely from youth readings. And but when I came here, it was clear that there was a force that was driving me nuts. And so here I am. I surrender to that with pleasure.
In the morning, one morning I woke up and it was clear. I was called to have a life experience in Auroville. So yeah, I decided to quit my job in Paris and yeah, leave this life behind and come to Auroville.
When this project started, and I was there on the inauguration day on 28th February 1968, for me it was, I said to myself, this is my place. This is going to be where I will grow. Because I believe in this dream. I believe in Mother's force. I believe in Mother's adventure of consciousness. She calls Auroville an adventure. And she says, the path is unknown, but the victory is assured. So if you have faith in this adventure, you are welcome to embark. So that was my inspiring text of the Mother, invitation to the adventure.
I'm in Auroville today because Auroville is the most exciting place on the planet from my perspective, because there are a group of people here trying to evolve humanity. And when I read about Auroville more than 40 years ago, I was inspired by Sri Aurobindo's writing, and I was inspired by the fact of what the Mother had done to get Auroville started. And when I came, I thought Auroville would be already started. When I arrived, it was a desert and a few quarreling people, and it was difficult to stay. But I stayed because I believed in the ideals, and I still believe today in the ideals.
I believe in the vision of Mother and Sri Aurobindo, and this place is the most powerful place in order to move towards a future for humankind, or for progress, for myself, for life, to manifest something else.
Behind this word, it's absolutely for me Sri Aurobindo and Mother. And I came for that and for this ideal of Auroville. When I came, I thought it's already here, but I didn't find it. But I understood after that it's not so easy to make the ideal of Auroville now, because Auroville is just a sample of all the humanity, and one day it will become. But I stay because of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. I cannot go back anymore to the other life without them.
I'm fortunate. Look, you are first of all very fortunate to come in contact with Mother and Sri Aurobindo. These people are just people we think. They are not people again. They are a descent. You know what is descent mean? Descent is, see, God wants to give us, not even a God, the universal force wants to give us a message. Then a descent happens through human being, through some other thing. These people are destined to get the message to transform the earth.
Because mother asked me to come here, then I came and stayed. When she will ask to move, I will move.
I'm in Oroville because I'm a devotee of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. And Oroville is Mother's project. And that's why I'm here. And if Mother's project was called something else and it was located in someplace else, and it was for some other purpose than human unity, I would be there. It's Mother and Sri Aurobindo that I'm devoted to, and this is their project. And that's why I came to Oroville, and that's why I've stayed in Oroville, and that's why I expect to stay in Oroville.
It's quite simple. It's my love for Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, to serve them. There is no other reason.
I feel that I have a lot to do, or rather I am privileged to be able to do a lot for manifesting Mother's dream. And that is also my dream, to be able to work for Mother's dream.
I came in Oroville by chance. I had no clue about what is Oroville, Mother or Sri Aurobindo. And I discovered slowly what it is or who it was. And what I am here now is to realize the dream of Mother, to realize the dream of Oroville. And yeah, it's not about my dream, it's about the collective dream.
So the old idea of God is one sitting meditating in a cave. So when I heard about Oroville, I was so relieved that I didn't have to do that, that I could be out in the field, in the world, actually working for the divine.
Écoute, c'est le seul endroit au monde que j'ai trouvé où je puisse librement dire et vivre que je place le divin au centre de ma vie. Voilà, ici c'est dire ma quête du divin, c'est ça le centre de ma vie, c'est ce qui m'inspire, c'est ce qui fait que je me lève le matin, qui fait que ma vie a un sens. Et le rêve d'Oroville est lié à être le serviteur conscient de la conscience divine. Donc pour moi, je suis à la maison en ce sens-là. Et j'ai cherché toute ma vie à unir mon travail, mon aspiration spirituelle. Et à chaque fois, c'était coupé en petits morceaux. J'avais mon travail d'un côté, mes pratiques spirituelles de l'autre. Mais ici, je peux me promener dans un jardin et avoir une activité de service et en même temps être en prière et savoir que j'agis pour l'évolution collective, pour cette aspiration collective au divin, et c'est un grand bonheur.
When you're dissatisfied with your life, when you look for something meaningful in your life, you try to find it. And when I read Sri Aurobindo, I know I found it. And Oroville is the place where you can experiment in that field, and that's why I'm here.
Majramanda is nice. There's a nice atmosphere, very vibrational. The Beatles soundtrack here, there, and everywhere corresponds to Dusmer and Sri Aurobindo, of course, here in the atmosphere.
It's a strange thing. I cannot say why, except I know that it is a deep commitment to my journey. When I'm connected with Oroville, when I say I'm an Orovillian, I'm committed to always trying to bring a connection with the divine consciousness. I can make a commitment to connect with the divine anywhere in the world. When I make the commitment also to Oroville, it seems that there is something else which makes a commitment to me to push me forward in my search for the divine consciousness. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I consciously chose to stay in Oroville, not just as a home, which was my reason as a child because it was home, but when I was 21, I realized this is a space where I can really manifest myself in a very conscious way. So it gave me meaning. It gave me a sense of idealism, a sense of purpose. And this is what I believe Oroville is. It's what the Mother and Sri Aurobindo have set out for us is a miracle.
One thing, Oroville is definitely my home, but it's also a place where I feel like I'm able to live my life the closest to the true intention of my soul and the reason why I'm on earth, and being able to be the most in touch with myself and my aspirations, my dreams, and what I want out of my life. So that's the reason I'm here, I think.
I find many things in Oroville that fulfill me, in many levels, that fulfill my body, my soul, my spirit, my mind, my emotions.
For me, it's a difficult question to answer. Sometimes I feel I was very lucky to be able to found Oroville, and that I find it a huge privilege to be able to know that Oroville exists and to be able to be here in a way physically, and I can work here and live here. For me, it's a space of honor. And I can't logically explain why I live here. I feel my life is meaningful only here. I belong here.
For me, living in Oroville is like living in a dream. And dream is not something which you rationalize. It's something which is just a dream. I feel it like this. I feel that it's right for me to be here. And just in general, it's very difficult to answer why I am here. Why? It's almost as if to answer who I am. It's like I am just here for some reason. It happens like that to me. And I feel that it's right, and that's main thing to me.
After 20, 30 years which I'm here, I realized that more I'm staying here, more I don't know why I'm here. But I don't want to know anymore because it's so difficult to know exactly why. What I know is there is no other place in the world where I could imagine to live. Maybe the moon, sometimes, I know, it's quite good, but I've never been there.
If you look back what is going on in the world outside, I'm very happy that I'm here today because it's a privilege to be part of this project. And I'm actually here because the mother has something, I don't know, still I'm here. She wants to do me go on, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm here. And I'm here for her.
C'est cette envie de vivre différemment, de m'extirper d'un système qui ne me convenait plus, un système de consommation, de fuite en avant, de compétition, d'argent, et qui faisait que malgré le fait d'avoir un bon travail, un bon appartement, des amis, une famille, une vie, mais ce n'était pas satisfaisant. Donc, ce sont les raisons qui m'ont fait venir à Oroville il y a 16 ans, et ce sont les raisons pour lesquelles je suis toujours à Oroville aujourd'hui, parce que ça m'offre justement une autre manière de voir la vie, une autre manière de vivre, une ouverture d'esprit, voilà.
This is the place where there is the action for the change, for the transformation, for the whole thing. Where would I want to be if I wouldn't want to be right there? Then it is true, you see, you can do this everywhere in the world. You don't have to be here. That is equally true. You can do it. I have, by some mysterious grace, I have been given the gift to be here. I am not going to throw that gift away ever. Unless she tells me to go somewhere else, I will go. That I do willingly.
The joy of being
and unfolding what I feel I am deeply, what I feel I am deeply, and at the same time, the surety that that's the best place for me to progress and overcome my limitation. For me, I am much more tackled in Auroville, so I'm sure not to forget to progress.
But I stay also because I can see that around me people are changing, are challenged, and are discovering themselves. Because we are all invited by Auroville to discover who we are, truly, deeply.
Sometimes I even cannot explain for myself why I'm in Auroville. Sometimes I asking myself, especially when there is some day with a lot of troubles with the people or with the Auroville rules. Sometimes it makes me feel not well. And I'm asking myself, okay, Elena, why are you here? And always the first thing what coming to my mind that I am here not because of myself, but because of my child, who was actually born in Auroville. The story was that I came pregnant here, and it was a summertime, it was very hot, and the place was new. In the beginning we didn't have even the place where I gonna deliver him. It was maybe I was on 7 months. That was not easy, but still I think it was perfect for his story, for the story of my baby to be born here. And somehow I feel that it was his choice to be born here. It's also difficult to explain by words, but to deliver a first child, it was some special feeling for me, like for any mother, and it somehow fixed me to this place in my mind and my heart. Here inside, I feel that sometimes I feel some beautiful harmony. Some days. Some days are really not easy for me, and some days is something special what I never feel in other places.
I was born here, so coming here wasn't my choice. However, staying here every day is my choice. I stay here because for me, Auroville is really a place where I can be different, where I can do things in a way that is different, and it's accepted. Most of all, I feel like Auroville brought me a true sense of usefulness. I feel like what I do is well received and offers joy and happiness to the people who receive it. And that makes me feel useful. And for me, that's priceless. Feeling useful within your society gives you a sense of purpose and gives you the need every day to do more.
Today I'm still in Auroville, and I am in Auroville because I'm completely dedicated and committed to put my time, my energy to build a new world based on a new humanity, on a new consciousness. So Auroville for me offered the best place, setup, and human melting pot to offer that and to really give my time and my understanding and my exploration towards the new systems, political, economical. I'm very, very interested to build a different system for a different humanity.
If I look at the charter of Auroville and I look at what's going on in the world, I feel that Auroville is one of the smaller solutions of the puzzle of all the problems that the world is facing today. The idea of human unity, trying to achieve it through living together is quite important for me. The idea of unending education, material researches that will benefit the mankind and the planet are very important. And these are the reasons that I feel to be living in Auroville.
I'm in Auroville because I feel like I have to contribute towards the human unity as well. Because for me, the human unity, it's something with a big meaning. It's something that I have to understand, live with it, experience it, and then see how I can replicate it as home as well, back in Africa. Because most of problems, social problems we have, they come from the lack of understanding what unites us other than what separates us. So with this good idea, the vision of the mother that she had to try and see how humans can come together, live within peace and harmony, but first they have to unite themselves. That's what keeps me here. I want to be part of this process.
After having known about Auroville, after having come to understand what Auroville is about, what it is here for, it was a conscious choice for me to live in Auroville now and help with whatever I can for the development of Auroville right now. Also with an understanding that in the long run, hopefully when Auroville is very successful and completed, many more of this community like Auroville can be established throughout the world in order to establish human unity.
I love living here, but I'm also happy to be part of this experiment, which is to unite people from the whole world and see if we can create a better life for everyone here.
When I came out here and I saw this barren land without a thing on it, I mean, it was a promise almost. We had not made any mistakes yet. We had this blank slate in front of us. We could do anything. And I thought, and I think we all thought it would be very easy to realize human unity. We had no idea it would be so difficult. Then I made the commitment to live here, and of course I've stayed and stayed and stayed because my whole life has unfolded here. It's the only place that I know of that's dedicated to finding a higher life. I mean, everybody here, even though we fall far short, even though we are often very ordinary in our pursuits. We just do ordinary things. We often forget why we're here. Still, I believe that everybody is here because they really want a better collective life, a better life for, human unity.
Auroville taught me that to think about the world more and to think about others more and to think about what I can do for the community.
Because of this beautiful energy that's in Auroville, and I mean, I don't see any better place to develop oneself and to give all what you can do to others, to share what your capacities are, what your ideas are, and sharing.
Auroville is a small place, mais big energy.
J'ai beaucoup d'amis et des relations très riches. J'ai des gens avec qui j'approfondis vraiment le travail pour aller en profondeur et aller me trouver moi-même plus en profondeur. Je crois que c'est l'essentiel pour ce qui me vient à l'esprit maintenant.
Auroville is a really international village, and I love it for that. And it's the only place in the world which I found which has unique qualities, which is small but international and culturally not boring at all, because the full world comes to visit and contribute something to this place. There's so much to do, there are so many crazy projects, there are so many innovative ideas, and I never ever met so many idealistic individuals in one spot.
And I found Auroville as a very resonating and meeting ground, a place which is asking for integration, to figure out a way how it could be, things could be included. What is the process of integration? How people come together, how societies, communities come together. The whole city or a society is acting as a living curriculum. It is the whole society of Auroville which is acting as a very open university kind of network.
When I came to Auroville, what called me the most is karma yoga and volunteering. Those are keywords for me, which attracted me to the experience of Auroville. And so I spent, you could say, 3 years as a volunteer, just helping, working, volunteering with different people. So what keeps me here is really helping others. I feel that the way to grow and what fulfills me in general, what really fulfills me is the fact that you can do something here to benefit humanity, you could say, to benefit India, obviously benefit Auroville.
Au quotidien, j'ai toujours l'impression que ce travail de karma yoga, enfin moi je suis pas quelqu'un qui médite énormément, mais ce karma yoga pour moi m'apporte beaucoup et je me rends compte que tous les jours il y a des choses qui se passent intérieurement, il y a des progrès intérieurs qui se passent, des difficultés qu'il faut surmonter et que je pense pas pouvoir ressentir ça à l'extérieur. Là, on est confronté à la matière et enfin, personnellement en tout cas ça m'aide beaucoup.
Déjà, la première chose, c'est que je suis venu à Auroville, je pense, vraiment consciemment, c'est-à-dire vraiment en acceptant que si je viens, je viens dans les bras de mer, et donc je suis là, je suis dévoué à cette expérience extraordinaire qui, pour moi, est une expérience qu'on peut vivre à chaque instant, et on peut soi-même travailler sur soi pour continuer à notre évolution, de devenir toujours un peu plus conscient de nous-mêmes dans ce que Sri Aurobindo parle du yoga intégral. Pour moi, le yoga intégral ne peut être vécu que lorsqu'on est prêt d'accepter qu'on n'a plus vraiment de désir, que notre désir, bien, c'est d'accomplir ce que Mère nous a proposé de vivre ici, et c'est une expérience à chaque instant formidable.
It was, for me, it was the last, c'est plus difficile en anglais, it was the last best thing on earth about spiritual evolution. Yeah, that's it.
What I'm really here for is to just free myself more, liberate myself more, become more light, and that's, as I feel it, the most you can also do for the world, no? Because then your interactions change, what you do changes, the way you do it changes. Yeah, so, yeah.
Very interested in going deeper into the so-called yoga. I think each and everybody has his own concept of it, his own definition of it, but we are all doing the same work in a way, despite our differences. What makes me stay here is that actually going deeper every day, a little bit deeper every day, and let's see what will happen actually.
It's offering still this possibility to be fully yourself, to live with people which you don't need to pretend, you don't need to be, you know, like you're in society to pretend to be something else, where you can really be totally yourself and people understand it. You speak spirituality, they don't think you are cuckoo. and you don't need to hide in a way, and that give in itself incredible freedom to just to be yourself on the daily level and be as you are and no pretension.
I've been traveling and trying out many different communities in the last basically 10 years, and at one point I just stopped and I was wondering where on earth would I like to settle down and to start my projects and even starting a family, and I don't see any other place in the world than Oroville, because that's the only place where I could really completely feel myself, to explore myself, but also to explore all the ideas and concepts I have on the land, on a material level. So it's for me a playground, an amazing playground.
I've been here all my life. Though I went out for education, I'm back here because I think I've felt it more, I feel more free here. I'm not restricted to anything. And I think I have all the freedom to explore and to do what I like. So I'm back in Oroville.
I love Oroville. I love it for its diversity. I love it because I can be who I am. I love it because this is where I wanted my kids to grow up.
It's really the best place I could possibly be in. It's the best education I've ever had was here. The best life, the best everything, really.
The two foremost reasons are, first, I have a strong connection to the dream of Oroville. I really do draw comfort from the philosophy of Mother and Sri Aurobindo, and it's an integral part of my life. And of course, the second reason is that I was born here. It's my home, you know. Like, I have a lot of family here, and also just the land, the smell of the rain, things like that are like really, they've always been with me, and I feel at home here.
When I was a little boy, was 12 years old, my dad was working in Metro Monday. So then I prepared to come to stay in Oroville. So that's why I'm staying in Oroville. I don't know, well, it's, somehow I like it very much.
Because I like it.
Why do you like it?
I've been brought up here all my life, so I don't know any other place. Without trying to get it from my head, at the moment, this is my home.
This is my home, I feel. There is, even if I go to my own house, I don't feel this. This is my house where I get all my family members, and not only all my family members, but this is a place where I can feel I have everything.
For me, it's a place to be. It's a family. It's about the projects, about the energy, about getting together. It's a place to be. I mean, it's just a place to be for me. It's very simple, very obvious. Yeah.
I just feel I made it my choice, and every time I go out and I come back, it's certain that this is the place I want to be with my family, to express myself through my work, and to be able to relate to each other as we are doing in Oroville.
Because this is a place I feel where I belong. It's a really natural, complete natural thing. I feel like home here.
Je pense que c'est simplement parce que je suis à ma place. Voilà.
It's a deep feeling, just a deep feeling. I have to be here. I have to be here.
Feeling very deep, my place is there. Why? Because I let everything in France, my family, my house, my culture, and I coming there to choose my new life for the new world, and I let the old world behind me.
Everything keeps me here. No, I have a beautiful life here, immense amount of opportunities, so I don't see any reason why I should move from this place.
You see, for me, Auroville was, when I discovered it, and still is, the most incredible adventure that you can have in your life. I pass all my life looking for adventure. I travel here and there in situation, even dangerous situation. I love adventure. I love to go and to discover, etc. So when I understand what it was Auroville, for me it's the most amazing adventure that you can have. So what else? Without moving.
Je suis pour vivre une grande aventure. Alors une aventure humaine, toute premièrement, parce que je suis venue à Auroville pour vivre avec d'autres, pour vivre ensemble. Je suis aussi venue pour vivre une aventure spirituelle, parce que pour vivre bien ensemble, eh bien, il faut aussi vivre bien avec soi-même. Et puis du coup, une aventure émotionnelle aussi, parce que tout va très fort ici.
For me, Auroville is the most interesting adventure today as it was 25 years ago, or even in 1968, because it's an attempt to realize human unity in its most essential form, and I think this is what we need today, what humanity needs today, and maybe even more today than 25 years ago or 50 years ago.
I really like to belong to this place where the single human being counts. And it doesn't matter how old you are, what color you wear, from where you come, your upbringing. It's your own quality which counts, and that's it. It's a spiritual family, and I guess every one of us has his own road, his own way, his own handwriting, but all of us, we have to find our own truth, which leads to the big one. I'm just grateful to be here.
This sense of family, this sense of community, this sense of oneness between all of us, which I find the exchange of people, between people. I would say, that here it's much more, the energy is so high that it's carrying you, whether it's mother's strength, the matrimonial strength, the earth strength, whatever, India, because India is a very special country. There is something here that carries you when you are in an inner space.
It's a life which is, for the moment, rather perfect for me. It's a life I was dreaming of before. And also because I feel that Auroville is still today a place where everything can happen. It's an open place.
It's very important that this place exists. And to be here, simply to be here, it's already important, because this place is needed. Not only, of course, we need to stay in this place, but it's needed to be here for the next generations, to our children, grandchild, etc., and their children, etc. It's needed because if there is a place like that in the world, always somebody can say, oh, there is a place in the world where you can do something.